Hey everybody, it's Jorik. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. Thank you as always for continuing to support it. If you're new and just found me, I talk about Portugal, moving and living here, and I throw in a bunch of travel shorts from wherever we're traveling throughout the world. Today I wanted to talk about something that was a suggestion from subscriber Robert Stowe. So thank you for making this suggestion. University costs. How much does it cost to go to university here in Portugal? So what I wanted to do is go through a handful of universities. This is not all of them. This is just some of the maybe more prominent or bigger ones. And I want to talk about what annual tuition is. This doesn't go through books, accommodation, transportation, food, meals, things like that. This is just straight up tuition if you're looking to go to school. You may be either a bachelor's degree going on for a master's degree, or maybe your kids are considering where they're going to go to school, and maybe they come here for some of an undergraduate or graduate work. Maybe it's grandkids, could be nieces, nephews, relatives along the way. Maybe they're staying with you, maybe they're not. But I wanted to go through some of the universities and those fees, those straight tuition fees, so that you can get an idea of what the costs are to get a college degree here, either a 4-year bachelor's or a 6-year master's degree, an extra 1, 2-year, or 3-year, depending on what the course curriculum is. So I'm going to start in Lisbon with University of Lisbon. So that's where I live. So if you are an international student, I want to make sure there's a clarification and a difference here, because in some articles that you read, you will say, hey, you can come to Portugal and you can go to the university for 1,000 euros a year. That's it. That's not necessarily true. If you are a Portuguese citizen, most of these universities are anywhere from, let's say, 700-800 euros per year for tuition up to, I think Coimbra might be the most expensive, like 1,700 or 1,800 for undergraduate, maybe a little more for masters per year. But that's for citizens. And I'll equate this for those of you that are from the U.S., and if you have gone to school, college, you might know this or remember this. There's in-state tuition and out-of-state tuition. In-state tuition is always lower than out-of-state. Here you have the in-country, the citizen tuition, and then you have the international tuition. So this is going to be international tuition, University of Lisbon. For a bachelor's degree, you're looking at about anywhere from, let's say, 5,200 euros to 5,700 euros per year. I'm going to generalize these numbers because I'm hoping that this video lasts for a while. So at the time of making this video, if you're going to go get your master's there, it's going to be a little more than that. I'd say about 5,500 euros to 6,000 euros per year for tuition. Now, that's a lot more than 1,000 a year if you're a citizen. But depending on where you are in the world, and I'm nudge, nudge, wink, wink to those of you from the U.S., that's much less than pretty much anywhere they're going to go in the United States. University of Évora, so that's another place for undergraduate programs. You're looking at about 2,500 euros to 2,800 euros per year, again, after making this video. And then for graduate programs, you're looking at the same. It's very similar. There's not much of a difference at all between the bachelor's to master's at University of Évora. So if you're looking, depending on what the curriculum is, you may want to look at that university as a potential option. University of Algarve, let's say you're in the southern part of Portugal and you're looking to complete a degree or get an advanced degree. The undergraduate programs there kind of start from 3,000 euros a year and go up. Graduate programs are actually less. They start around 2,000 euros a year and go up from there at the University of Algarve. University of Porto. So that's university that I will say Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling kind of made famous because she spent time in Porto, as well as the University of Coimbra, which I'll get to in a bit. Undergraduate programs at University of Porto, 3,500 to 3,900 a year, give or take, based upon, again, the making of the video. Graduate programs, the same. It's the same cost. So you're looking at that 3,500 to 3,900 a year to be able to go to the University of Porto, whether it be an undergraduate or graduate. And I'll say they will clarify there that if you're getting a doctoral program, that might be a little different fee. But what I was reading in the website, it's $3,500 to $3,900. The University of Minho, that university for undergraduate programs, a little more expensive, about 4,500 to 4,800 euros per year for tuition. Graduate program, about 6,500 to 6,800 per year for the graduate program at University of Minho. The Lisbon Institute, Lisbon University Institute, I believe the acronym is ISCTE. For undergraduate programs, it's 5,500 euros per year and up, as well as graduate programs. So if you're looking to get masters or something, 3,000 euros and up for that. So that's pretty cool. I think that's if you're looking to get an advanced degree, especially if you already have a bachelor's degree, regardless of how old you are, and you want to study it and get into a master's curriculum, prices here are fantastic in Portugal for secondary education. And lastly, I want to hit on University of Coimbra. It's one of the oldest universities in Europe. It's also something, as I mentioned, from J.K. Rowling. She spent some time in Coimbra, so some of the Harry Potter inspiration may have come from some time here. So tuition and fees for University of Coimbra, for a bachelor's for undergraduate program, you're looking at about 6,500 to 6,700 euros per year and up, give or take. Masters, you're looking at a little over 27 to 3,000 euros per year to be able to get a graduate degree at University of Coimbra. And then I will also state for a doctoral program, you're looking at specifically at University of Coimbra about 2,500 euros to be able to go there. So that's pretty great when you're considering, I'll say specifically from United States, these costs are a dream. So it might be a consideration, again, to tell your family members and friends that they may want to come here. But also people that are studying internationally, I'm curious to know how much these costs are for tuition fees ranked compared to where you are from. There are some places in Europe where undergraduates are subsidized, meaning you're not paying for any undergraduate tuition. So where you live, please comment below. How does this stack up to your country and the fees and potential debt that you might come out of school as a young, in your early 20s, or let's say late 20s if you have a master's or coming on with a doctoral degree? How does this stack up? I think, obviously coming from the US, this looks really good to me. Wish thought about this when our son was going to school, but we hadn't thought about coming to Portugal at that time. But hopefully you have this information and you'll be able to go to the sites. I'm going to put in the description box the sites to the university so that you can research, because when you watch this video, the tuition may have changed since then. But I hope this video, again, gives you from a education cost perspective a good overview. And again, thank you so much for watching the videos. Enjoy your travels.